tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are?
My name's Colin Horgan. I'm a lieutenant with the City of Saginaw Fire Department, and I've been working here going on 9 years.
Cool. What's your current rank?
Lieutenant, I've been in that position for about a year and 3 months.
What other ranks have you held in your career here so far?
I was firefighter for a total of a year and a half, give or take, and I was an engineer for probably 5 years.
Do you enjoy your spot you're at the most, or have you enjoyed another spot more?
Honestly, being an engineer was really enjoyable. Just the ability to be in control of the situation, on our way, choose the route, and driving is just the best.
Yeah, I'm sure driving the engine is probably the best part of that job, eh?
I love it. Yeah.
When and why did you decide to become a firefighter?
When I decided to become a firefighter was the second day of fire academy. I had joined the fire academy to be paid on call. I was a school teacher, and so I was going at night to the fire academy, and the second day it dawned on me that you can actually do this for a living, and from that moment on, that was my dedication. And why? Because I was able to make a direct effect. I am able to make a direct effect on somebody's life. It felt like as a teacher, I could do my best, and everything was in the hands of the students. After that, if they didn't care, the result could be poor.
Mm-hmm.
Here, if I do well, if I do poorly, that ties directly back to me. I don't have to worry about anybody else's effort. Now, we work as a crew, yes, but my actions reflect directly upon myself. So that's why I chose to do this.
For sure. What do you enjoy most about your career or your position overall, or any other position you've held?
Honestly, making a difference every day, being able to do something different every day, just the job in general. We're able to, every day is different. I don't know what we're going to be doing in a few minutes from now. Obviously, we have our routines, but like, I've never had two of the same day here. No two calls are the same. No two interactions with the community are the same, and that's really enjoyable. And just to get out, and I don't know what corner of the city we're going to be in 5 minutes from now, 10 minutes from now. So.
Right, for sure. What traits or attributes do you think are necessary to become a successful firefighter?
The attributes I find most valuable for success would be work ethic. If you're willing to work here at the station, but also out on the fire grounds, the incident scene, if you're willing to put in everything you have, and that's just the understood benchmark is everything you got, I think you're gonna be very successful. But much akin to how I was saying, we don't know where we're gonna be in the city in 5 minutes, 10 minutes from now. You have to be able to adapt.
Right.
Flexibility is a big thing. It goes along with the whole, we have a routine, but you never know what the day is gonna look like. If you can't break that routine a little bit, you might not be able to hang on, because you never know what's next. And ownership of your position, ownership of your choices, ownership of your crew, working together, but ultimately saying, what can I do? What can I change? What did I do that either went well or poorly? Taking that personal ownership, I think accountability is important.
For sure. Is there anything about working as a firefighter that initially caught you off guard?
Yeah, what caught me off guard was just the reality of being in what you often see broadcast on the news, what you see out there, or on television rather, you're a part of when you're out there, outside of the station. That kind of caught me off guard. Not in a negative way, it's just a different reality I don't think people are used to.
Central Crew Station information, the hydrant.
You're not used to, I don't think anybody's really used to being the center of action. You usually see it, you're a bystander, you're watching it on the news, but like being part of it takes a second to get used to. So.
Yeah, so especially with all eyes on you, right?
Yeah, absolutely, especially in this day and age. I mean,
yeah.
Everybody's recording everything, and it's on the internet in a few minutes, so.
Right. What are some of the challenges you face either in your position or your career overall?
I think the challenges that I have felt or have encountered along the way would be the broad range of what we cover in the fire department. It's not fire and car accidents alone. It's carbon monoxide. It's public events. It's car extrications. It's elevator entrapment. That you have to be a jack of all trades, and kind of, like I said, learn to adapt, learn to be able to think on your feet, and it's a challenge. It's a welcome challenge. I really enjoy the ever-changing environment and the ever-changing tasks we're called to do, but at the same time, that is a challenge. Trying to be knowledgeable in so many different areas, and that's ever growing. I'm sure back in the day it was, hey, you're good at fires and you can pull people out of cars. It's so much more now, and that's a challenge to keep up with that and be confident in that. So
Definitely. Could you tell me about a time when you had to make a decision quickly?
yeah, absolutely. Especially now being an officer, making quick decisions is constant. Obviously, you try to have a game plan going into every situation. As soon as the dispatch comes through, you try to have a decision and a plan being made. But like I said earlier, no two calls are the same, no two events are the same. So making a quick decision might be necessary upon arrival, especially with a working structure fire. You have a preconceived notion from the dispatch what's going on, but as soon as you get there, you have to start making decisions because time is so important. So we try to make quick decision, accurate and responsible decisions, but at the same time, they have to be timely. So,
Right, for sure. What are some of the things you do to manage stress both on and off the job?
On and off the job, off the job, I spend time with my wife and kids, and I try to show them the appreciation because this is a less than normal schedule that we operate on. So trying to spend my time with them when I'm at home and detach from work because A, they deserve that time, that attention, and B, we're always firefighters. That's my opinion. We're always firefighters, whether we're here or we're at home. We're firefighters, so it's hard to switch that off.
Mm-hmm.
So to try to break out of that and focus on my family is important to me because I'm always thinking about this place, whether I know it or not. I'm always thinking about it. It's always in the back of my head. And on the job, honestly, camaraderie with the crew, camaraderie with the guys, getting to train together, even after fire scenes. Obviously, in the moment, the work is important, and all our attention is poured into that. But afterwards, look at any of the photos anybody's taken of us on scene. I just brought this up the other day. So many of us have pictures, still frame pictures of that have been taken of us at the back of the engine, reloading hose after a fire, and we have big silly grins on our face because we get to hang out with our friends here at work, like our buddies, and have a shared experience. So being able to joke and kind of decompress after an event with guys who know exactly what you just went through or have gone through in the past, I think that's paramount, honestly, being able to have that shared experience and a proper understanding, because maybe at home your family might not get it entirely. They don't know what you saw, and you probably don't want to share everything you've seen with them. So having that shared experience and being able to truly relate with these guys, your fellow workers, is important.
Definitely, I completely agree with that. What does a typical day look like in the firehouse in your current position?
At my current position, it's a little more on the administrative side. As a lieutenant, you're kind of the go-between between administrative personnel. Mike. Good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. A typical day, now that I'm a lieutenant, is more administrative, making sure that we're on task, that we have a daily plan. It's not too different than on the fire ground. Kind of make sure that like we're all organized and we're on the same page and taking care of paperwork and stuff like that. But after the morning gets rolling, we usually do some training and station work that's like hands-on, getting the apparatus clean, making sure tools are in order and stuff like that. And then, yeah, and kind of like I alluded to earlier, you don't know what it's going to be after that. So we start out as organized as we can get, and then the city dictates the rest of our day usually. So,
Right.
yeah.
We do a lot of tasks around the firehouse. Is there a particular task you enjoy doing the most?
Yeah, actually, I keep circling back to a lot of the same concepts, but like that camaraderie aspect, you get that when you do floors. When we're all out there, it's a mindless task, and we get to do floors together, and you just get to talk with the guys and hang out for a minute. I love floors.
For the citizens who don't know what that exactly is, could you explain to them what floors is?
Sure. When we pull out all of our apparatus off the basically our garage floor, and we hose them down twice a week and squeegee them down, mop them down, because everything that we encounter out in the city comes back in and winds up on our floors. So we have to make sure we're keeping a clean house around here. So we hose them down, squeegee them, and make them pretty.
Perfect. If a person asked you for tips on how to prevent house fires, what would you tell them?
My tip to people trying to prevent house fires would be good housekeeping. Trying to keep things tidy, keep them clean. We get a lot of cooking fires, so tidy around the cooking space, the stove top and inside the oven. Keeping things clean and not cluttered. You don't want clutter like clothing and bedding around heat sources, a lot of space heaters and stuff like that. So good housekeeping can prevent accidental fires. So that's something we can do.
What would you tell someone who's aspiring to be a firefighter?
Do it. Like I said, I changed career paths, and I feel like I made the best decision doing that. It's rewarding. You get to, like I said, interact with the citizens. You get to take a direct effect on solving somebody's potentially worst day. You get to act upon that, and it's incredibly rewarding. It can be tough at times, but my advice would be do it, go for it, and don't hesitate thinking, oh, what if it's, what if it's a tax on my time? Well, I already have a job. I can't do that. There's ways to pursue that. I was talking to somebody recently about it, and there's like at least 4 ways right off the top of my head I can think of getting into the fire service. Like myself, I went to the fire academy after hours. I was holding a full-time job, a career, and was able to do it after hours. There's straight through the colleges, you can get them your fire certification either in high school, or you can get it as a college credit after you've already graduated high school. And then yeah, you can hire on and get the academy. So there's 4 ways right there that you can get this job, so it's attainable. It's not some like distant thing you can't get to. So
If you weren't a firefighter, what career would you choose instead? This could either be a previous job you've had or like your dream job.
I was thinking about that recently, and now that I get to go so many different places at work, like get out and about and not be inside of 4 walls at all the time, I don't think I could go back to being a teacher. I enjoyed teaching, but like to be able to go out and see something different all the time is awesome. So I was thinking about it, and like DNR maybe would be kind of cool, working for the park system, or
That was actually what I wanted to do before coming here.
yeah, it seems natural because it's hands-on. It's you get to get out in the world, and that's enjoyable. Or actually, when I was in college, I was a ski instructor. So I would like to do that too. Obviously, we don't get snow anymore, but I would like to do that. That would be pretty fun. So
Cool.
yeah.
And then this isn't a question, but is there anything you want to say to the citizens or the community as a whole?
Yeah, to the community. We appreciate everything that we're provided through the community. I know that probably isn't reciprocated, like put out there. People thank us for our service, but we often don't get to thank people for what they provide, and through taxes and millages and stuff like that. Everything that we're provided, it's super appreciated because just like any other career, the budgets are thin, and and money can only go so many directions. So I appreciate like all that we're able to be given by the citizens. So, yeah,
Awesome. Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for your time for a sit-down interview.
Thank you.